Last year I made a coat and a cylinder crossbody small bag by faux fur fabric. I think the bag is pretty cute. Now I want to make it again by denim fabric. The zipper is 8.5 inch. I will draw a rectangle 8.5 by 12.5. Draw a straight line along the edge. Draw a parallel line 8.5 from the line. Measure 12.5 and draw a rectangle. Cut the fabric. So this will be the cylinder body of the bag. Use the compasses, measure the radius to 2 5/8. Draw a circle on paper. Cut out the pattern. You can cut 2 of the pattern. I'm gonna just using 1 pattern to cut twice. Pin and cut the other one. Now we have everything except the belt.
And then put the 2 sides on.
Overlock so the edge won't fray. The zipper is 1 inch wide. Open the zipper. Zipper's right side facing fabric's right side. And sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Before sewing zipper, I need to change to zipper foot. Now sew the other half of the zipper's right side facing fabric's right side, and sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Pin before sewing. The end is a little bit difficult to sew, so I lift up the foot pressure, close the zipper, and keep sewing. I iron the fabric before sewing, and the fabric stretched a little bit. Now you can see the fabric is now longer than the zipper, but it doesn't matter because anyway I'm gonna sew 1/2 inch seam allowance, so the zipper can be sewed inside the seam. Now make top stitch. Sew 1/8 next to the seam. The end is a little bit hard to sew. I lift up the foot pressure, close the zipper a little bit. Just a little bit is enough, and then keep sewing. Now the zipper is more attached to the fabric. Now let's make the belt. The belt is about 50 inches long, and I will make 3/4 width. The fabric's edge is not straight, so I need to draw a straight line along the edge. The ruler's width is 2 inches, so I will use the ruler as a guide to draw the 2 inch. Pin and cut the other half. I need to measure before cut out the extra. The top side of the fabric is about 27 inches long. Totally, it will be more than 54 inches. It's totally enough. It's already right side facing right side. I just need to sew 1/2 inch seam allowance. Fold the fabric and sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You can use a chopstick to help to flip it inside out. Press the belt flat. Make the seam in the center. The tip is very thick, so I cut it. So now including the seam allowance inside the bag, it's 27 by 2, so it will be 54 inches. So for the two ends of the belt, if each side you sew half-inch seam allowance, so the total length of the belt will be 53 inches. It's good. Top stitch so the belt won't change shape. Now I'm making 4 marks on the round shape, so I will pin easier and sew easier.
One, two, three, four.
Do the same for the other one.
Fold this in half. Find the middle in here, and then fold this way. Close this area.
Close the zipper end.
And put the mark in the middle. Mark on the two sides.
Pin the round shape to the cylinder, right side facing right side, and marks 2 marks. Now we need to make a sandwich. Put the belt between the cylinder body and the round side cover.
This mark facing the zipper's middle.
You just need to be very patient, sew little by little. Now I want to sew some zigzag on the seam allowance of the zipper area, so the belt will be stronger. Flip it inside out and sew the other end of the belt to the very top part of the zipper.
Leave more seam inside until the belt shorter.
I put 2 pins. Now I will sew a 1/4 inch below the very top of the zipper. Now put the belt inside the cylinder.
Short, but I will just leave it. It's fine.
Now I will sew some zigzag on the seam allowance of the zipper and belt part to make it stronger.
Flip it inside out from the zipper opening.